Hey guys, welcome to the third episode of the XI Tech podcast. Today we are joined by a local YouTube influencer, Calum. Say hi to the audience, will you?
Hello guys, what's up?
Alright, so Calum, he has his own YouTube channel and, honestly, he has pretty good videos. So if you want to check him out, just go to YouTube and just search CalHeims. That's spelled CalHeims. Again, CalHeims. Alright?
Thank you very much.
Don't
Appreciate
worry
it.
about it. Okay, so first, let's just start off with a really basic question. Do you think Apple is a good company?
Of course, everything I own, every electronic I own is Apple.
Really? Like, seriously?
Pretty much, yeah. Like myself, like my dad has some Androids, but that's basically it. Like my family's pretty much all Apple.
That's awesome. That's basically me, except I have a few products that's not by Apple because, like, say, Apple's external monitor, they're way too expensive. I cannot afford that $6,000 Pro Display XDR, so I have one by LG. But basically, anything that I can get that's like in my price range and Apple sells them, I would get it from Apple. So, what about you?
Yeah. Well, I have I have the laptop. I'm not a giant tech guy, so I may not know technical terms for them. But I have a MacBook Pro by Apple. I have an older MacBook Pro by Apple, so I have two laptops by Apple. I have a iPhone X and first gen AirPods because I lost my second gen ones. So you can tell that I'm a bit influenced by Apple, I guess you could say.
Yeah, so would you say you're a bit of an Apple sheep?
I would. I'm just not I'm not as smart as you in tech, obviously, but yes.
And would you tell the audience what like your experience are with your iPhones? Because you said that you use the iPhone 10.
Yeah, I've had iPhones and like iPods, like I've never actually had an Android. Basically, I feel like they're easier to use for people, you know?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's like
definitely.
really step by step. Like to set up your iPhone, it's really simple. That's why I like just the simpleness. Because obviously, I'm not like a huge tech guy. If you have a tech problem, I'm probably not the one to go to. So that's why I kind of like Apple. I think it's like straightforward, like easy, easy to use, and has like great tools. Like I earlier on when I started my channel, I would edit on iMovie, and that was like completely free app to just
Hmm.
use on my laptop every time. So I love that about it, that it has those free apps like GarageBand, iMovie, that kind of stuff.
Definitely, yeah. I'm actually recording this with GarageBand as well because Logic is amazing, but I think GarageBand is still pretty good too. And
No, GarageBand is great. Like it's even though it's a free app, it has so much stuff you can do with it, which is awesome.
yeah, you did say that you've never had an Android, which that's awesome, dude.
No, I know, I agree. I've never had one.
Yeah. Uh, I I think I once like had an Android for a tiny bit, but that's because I lost my phone. So I borrowed one, and so I can't say I'm as pure as you.
Doesn't count, doesn't count, doesn't count.
Awesome. So how many Apple products do you have then?
Oh, if I were to count, I'm gonna count my second gen AirPods that I lost because
Okay.
I actually have one AirPod. I lost the right one. So I'm gonna count those. So I would say that my first gen AirPods, my two MacBook Pros,
Yeah, two
my
MacBook Pros.
iPhone. Yeah, yeah, one for editing, one for, the school stuff. So,
Yeah.
and then phone. I would say roughly five.
Wow. That's a lot, and especially like in the costs.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think like for Apple, they charge what they should charge because like sure you pay a little bit more, but I think it's worth it considering it's Apple, right?
Oh yeah, the price comes with the quality, so
Yeah, awesome. Uh, Now not to flex or anything,
no, no,
but
no.
I'm gonna just list all of the Apple products I have on my desk right now. All right?
Yeah, for sure. I've seen your
Okay.
videos.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys. By the way, check me out. XI Tech.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I have an iMac right here. It's a 21.5. I have the Apple Magic Keyboard, the Apple Magic Trackpad, the Apple Magic Mouse, iPhone 11 Pro, AirPods Pro, as well as my iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard case. That's just everything on my desk right now.
Okay, wait, I know this is your podcast. I do have a question for you though. What
All
would
right,
be
sure.
the AirPod Pros? Now I know they have like the weird sort of design with like it's like the different end to the earpiece, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Are they
the
still
silicone
better
tips.
than first and second gen in your opinion? I think you did a video on this, I just haven't watched it quite
Yes, I have made a video on that. How dare you? No, I'm kidding.
yet.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's definitely worth the extra price points that the AirPod Pros
Okay.
come at. So, I mean, like, definitely AirPod Pros aren't for everyone because, it's mostly for the pro market. But,
Yeah.
like, the features it gives you is definitely worth its money.
Okay, okay. Just better sound quality than the first and second gen
Oh, yeah,
in
it
general?
sounds so much better.
Okay, good to know, good to know.
In the WWDC, Worldwide Developers Conference, that was happening last month, Tim Cook did announce this new feature for iPod Pros called Spatial Audio. So you can listen to like movies and stuff. Okay, I don't even know how to describe this. In my videos, I had a hard time just trying to explain it, but it basically puts iPod Pros had gyroscopes in it. If you didn't know,
Okay.
so if you move your head, like the audio will actually stay in the same spot. So right now, if you just wear your AirPods, if you move your head, like say it's coming from your left side, it's going to go with your head.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but spatial audio just removes that, and that just makes it sound so much more realistic, and that's really what I like about AirPod Pros.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah, I can't wait until the feature comes out.
Oh, that sounds once you get into the technical stuff, electronics sounds a lot more interesting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I'm starting to think that I say definitely too much.
No, I learned something new. I feel like I'm gonna learn a lot of more new stuff during this one episode.
Well, thank you
Oh, it's
very
no problem
much.
at all.
Now, what's your favorite Apple product? Like, says since you have so many of them.
Honestly, I think I would say my AirPods. I know the AirPods go with the phone, obviously, but
Hmm.
you know, like they're compatible to the phone and laptop. But I would say my AirPods just because like I do a lot of physical activity, and when I'm working out or anything like that, or playing soccer, and I don't have a speaker necessarily. One of my favorite features of the AirPods is that they just like they don't fall out of my ear. You know, I hate working out with like big headphones on because those fall off.
Yeah.
But the AirPods are just like they're minimal and they have like the same good sound as any other headphone. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And they just don't fall out. Like they're good for physical activity and going on runs and stuff. So that's what I like the most about them.
Yeah. You have an amazing point because a lot of people has said that AirPods they just fall out of your ear, but that has never been the problem for me, and I'm glad
Yeah,
it's not the problem for
neither.
you.
Yeah, not I haven't had that problem at all.
Yeah, and your microphone right now is the microphone in your AirPods, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that sounds awesome.
No, I know. I've used it for recording stuff as well. It's just the sound quality, like the internal mic or the microphone in the AirPods. You know what I mean? I'm not with the technical terms, but you know what I mean. Sound quality's great.
In my opinion, it's comparable to the microphone I'm using right now. I'm using a condenser microphone with phantom power, so
Right.
it's really studio quality. But yours still sounds really comparable,
Right. Yeah.
and it's crazy considering how small AirPods are.
Exactly. But they can do so much. There's so many. They're
Yeah,
small, but yet they have like all these features you wouldn't know about when you look at them, right?
yeah. Now, if you don't mind me asking, how did you get into Apple?
Honestly, just like growing up around it, I guess. Like my parents bought me my first iPod. You know, some of us have had those moments where we remember the old days with like the old like silver iPod with the silver back or whatever. I don't know how to describe.
It's like reflective and stuff, right?
Yeah, 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 like those old ones. I
Yeah,
remember
from
that
such
was
a long
sort of
time
my
ago.
first introduction to it. I just haven't. I don't know. It's just always an easy phone to use, and of course, like my
Hmm.
mom has Apple, my sisters have Apple, and so my dad's the only one with the Android, so I kind of just grew
Oh
up
my
around it.
goodness.
Yeah.
What phone does your dad use?
He uses a Huawei, which I think is
Oh,
just,
Huawei. Oh
I
no.
know, I consider him like a younger boomer.
Yeah, I don't like Huawei at all. They have just bad phones.
No, I know, and I feel like when every time he sends me a video, the quality is just terrible. I have to admit, if you're going for camera, probably should stick to Apple.
Apple has the best recording quality for videos on their iPhones.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like it's better than any other smartphone, which I'm very
I
glad.
use it to shoot my YouTube videos sometimes, and it's honestly comparable to my camera,
Yeah, yeah. Um, People don't know this, but I actually record all of my video on my iPhone 11 Pro.
which is insane.
I've received compliments of saying like people saying how good my videos look, and they ask just what camera I use and how much it costs. I just tell them no, I don't use the camera. I use my smartphone.
Oh, that's insane. See, I have a camera, but my iPhone X is definitely like visuals is definitely comparable.
The iPhone 10, I made a video comparing it to the iPhone 11 Pro's camera, and
Yeah,
it's really good. Considering it came out in 2017, which is 3 years ago, it still stands up to like most of the smartphones that's still coming out.
yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Now, when did you get your iPhone 10?
See, I think I got it. I had a iPhone 7 like from 2017 is when I got my first phone. That would be the iPhone 7, and I just had it up until 2019. I think I got my iPhone X in 2019.
The iPhone 7 was your first phone?
Yeah, it was. I had an iPod up until then. I had it. My parents wouldn't buy me a phone. I had an AirPod up, or sorry, an iPod up until then. They didn't want me having a phone yet. I
Wow.
guess not
Uh,
enough responsibility, maybe.
I've never actually had a real iPod. Like I had the iPod Nano as like a
Yeah.
watch before the Apple Watch was a thing, and that was the closest thing for me to an iPod because I got my iPhone 5 when I was 8, so I just always had an iPhone.
No, I definitely think it was awesome. I wish I would have got one a little bit earlier, but it's fine now though. I love my phone now, so it's great.
What do you think is the biggest difference between iPhones and iPods?
Honestly, I mean I can't really tell honestly. I would say just better quality overall, I guess. Better updates. I'm not the biggest technical guy, so I don't really know, but I just enjoy it better. I think it's just better quality all around.
It's weird to think that like basically Apple can make a version of iPods that has the same features as the iPhones, except they just don't put the SIM card slot in. So
Right.
Apple basically released the iPhones to replace the iPods. So if you really like iPhones, you have to really just thank what iPods became. So yeah, I'm really glad that iPods were such a big hit.
Yeah, they were like the gateway to what it is now,
Yeah.
for sure.
Now, since you have the iPhone 10, are you thinking
Yes.
of upgrading soon? Like when the iPhone 12 comes out, or?
Honestly, you see, I was honestly fine with my iPhone 7, and if I actually broke it, it was a funny story. I was playing basketball out my driveway, and so I was listening to music, and so put it, I placed my iPhone 7 on the hood of my mom's car, okay, and I was listening to music,
That's
and
so
she went to
stupid.
the grocery store. I forgot my phone, and next thing you know, she gives me a call on the home phone. Obviously, I don't have my phone. She gives a call to the house, and she tells me that my iPhone is shattered from the
Oh my
highway.
goodness.
So I honestly, I think I would have had my iPhone 7 up to this day. So I think really upgrading phones is not a big deal for me. Like as long as they still work and they can still get most of the same upgrades, like I think I'll have my iPhone X for a long time to come, honestly. Because
Yeah.
I don't me not being like a huge tech guy, I don't see like a real purpose for me personally in upgrading. So and they
Yeah.
work just fine, you know?
And I really like that mentality. If it's not broke, I'm like, don't fix it
Yeah,
or just don't get an
exactly.
upgrade, right?
I feel like though if it's an iPhone 5 and I still had an iPhone 5, then I would upgrade, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But like, so I usually upgrade every other year. So like say the iPhone 6s to the iPhone 10 to the iPhone 11 Pro.
Right.
So like I think I'm gonna be skipping the iPhone 12 as well, but maybe iPhone 13 I'm gonna be getting that.
Okay. I bet you're probably already getting excited for that iPhone 13 YouTube video.
I am, and look, it's only like a 2 year wait, you know.
Exactly.
Oh, and did you have a case on your iPhone 7 when
I
uh
haven't. Oh, on my when the shatter happened. I believe I did. Yes,
oh, then that's a
I
bad
believe I did.
case.
Obviously, yeah. It just it was either a bad case or it was just because it was on the highway and it flew off the car.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think you know the story already, but so I had my iPhone 11 Pro ran over by a pickup truck.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh, and like I left it just I dropped it outside and it got ran over by a pickup truck. Like after school, like I think at 7, it was the day of the semi-formal dance. I went to school to pick up
Right.
my phone, and then our teacher just came and
Oh
said,
no.
"Hey, we found your iPhone outside, and it was ran over by a pickup truck, and everything's shattered." So
Okay, see, I knew the basis of the story, but I didn't know the entire thing.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know the details.
So basically, she handed over the phone, and I don't know why I was like super calm about it. Thinking back now, I don't think I would be as calm now as before, but I just like looked at the phone. I'm like, it's fine, and then I ripped out the screen protector, and everything was fine. Like,
Oh, no way.
yeah, I ripped out the screen protector. I took off the case, and it was spotless.
Oh, see, I don't have a I have a case now. I just don't have a screen protector. See, I was actually thinking of getting one now that you say that.
You should really get a screen protector, dude.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Like
That's insane.
yeah, it's absolutely crazy, and I still have that case today. I have a friend whose birthday is coming up really soon, so I was thinking of getting her a case since she also has the iPhone 10.
Right?
It's a popular phone. I'm thinking of getting her that case as well. It's so the case is super thin. It's made of aramid fiber, and it weighs less. I cannot talk anymore. It weighs less than plastic basically, and it's
Right.
stronger than steel.
Is it one of those ones is it made by Apple, correct?
Uh, Most of my cases are made by Apple, but that one is not, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's made of aramid
Unfortunately.
fiber.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
How
okay,
dare
it,
you?
it costs like $80, but to
Yeah,
me, it's
yeah.
definitely worth it.
Yeah.
It's bulletproof.
Is it actually?
Yeah,
Well, I'm not sure why anyone would be aiming at your phone, but yeah.
true, true. But I mean, it's good to know. So once I purposefully threw my phone from the second floor down to like a concrete uh just ground, and
That is
it
great content.
it left no scratches on my phone. Sure, it made a tiny scratch on the case, but like it's basically not noticeable. So I think it's a great
Jeez.
case. Yeah.
Jeez, man. I have one of those otter boxes. I don't know how that compares or
Oh
if you
no,
know what it
the
is.
OtterBox. Sorry, I don't like that brand. Okay,
No? Is it just
it
because it's bulky?
yeah, it's a bit
Yeah,
bulky.
nah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I don't like that too. Sometimes I just take the case off just so I can have a smaller phone, I guess you could say.
Yeah. My case is by Pitaka, I think.
Okay,
Yeah. So they make phone cases that are super super slim. So like I'm the opposite of a bulky phone guy.
right.
And again, it weighs basically like nothing because of how thin it is. It's like two pieces of paper.
Yeah. See, I like cases like that as well. The slim cases are nice because it doesn't. It's not like it makes it feel like there's not even a case on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like I like feeling my phone just without any case because I like to just look at the design of it because I think cases just they obstruct the beauty of the phone itself.
Oh yeah, I know. I would totally agree.
How many phone cases do you have on your iPhone 10?
I mean, this is really the only one I've bought, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I've had this OtterBox since I got the phone.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I okay, so since I'm really into tech, I'm also really into accessories. So for my phone,
right.
I have I think for the iPhone 11 Pro, I only have 3 cases, but for the iPhone 10, I had like 6.
Holy.
Yeah, I swap
And
them
do you
out like
switch them like
yeah every day.
that? Okay, I honestly, that's like a pair of shoes, man. Like I'm like a sneakerhead, and I would like switch my shoes out every day. So that's I can
Wow.
see where you're coming from.
I only have 2 pairs of running shoes. The rest are all just dress shoes.
Yeah, I know you're into that. Getting fancy dress, fancy dress shoes and suits and all that. I like the style.
Thanks. And just for my iPhone 11 Pros right now, since I have 3 cases and one of them is the Pitaka, the other 2 is obviously made by Apple.
Right.
So one's the leather case by Apple, and one is the leather wallet case, which costs $200. Can you believe it?
Holy, for a case, it must be worth it.
It really is.
It
Okay,
would see. It would be hard
it's
for
not.
most.
I'm
It's
sorry.
not. Okay.
No,
See,
I'm kidding.
you.
I'm kidding. It's a good case.
It's hard to justify a $200 case.
Yeah, like it costs the same price as AirPods, basically.
Yeah, it's questionable.
My dad was like, are you sure you want to spend that much money on a phone case?"
What was your response to that?
I said, "Yeah, it's good."
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it, Dad.
I made a video about the case as well, like the unboxing and just the review of the case. Uh,
Yeah.
and in the comment section, people were just like, "Why?" Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
most
can
people
see
wouldn't get
where
it.
they're coming from, though. Yeah, I know. I can see where they're coming from. But then again, I feel like you have to really understand tech to know the reasoning behind that.
Yeah. Now, for your phone, like since you only have 1 case
Yeah.
and no screen protectors, we
No
have to bring that
screen
up.
protectors, man.
No screen protectors.
I feel like I'm very unprotected now.
Yeah, you're very vulnerable to attacks.
Yes.
uh, are you thinking about like getting a screen protector?
Now I am.
Good.
After this I am. You're like the Apple doctor that,
Oh yeah. Yeah, and
tells
speaking
me
of doctor, I actually want to become a doctor in the future. So
well that'll work out well. Then you can
exactly, I can treat patients while selling them Apple products. You know?
exactly. You would cure somebody with cancer and then look at their phone and say you need a new screen protector.
Exactly.
It's like a win-win.
Oh, right. So since you use Macs and you have 2 MacBooks, what are those? Like what year are they from, and what model are they?
Yeah, so the MacBook Pro I have now, I believe it is the it's the Apple 13 MacBook Pro Space Gray.
13-inch MacBook Pro. Why not the 15-inch or the 16-inch?
Or sorry, yes, no, I believe I have the 16-inch MacBook Pro Space Gray.
Damn. Okay, that's big.
Yeah, I know, it's really this is my editing one for sure.
It must have a really beefy GPU as well, since it's huge.
Yeah, yeah, it's honestly it really comes in handy. I was told I'm not allowed to bring this to school though, just in case anything happens.
And how much did it cost? So, okay, so just so the viewers know, we are in Canada, so these will be in Canadian prices.
I believe now I got it as a gift, but
Oh,
I believe
you got that
y-
thing as a gift. What?
yeah, I did. It was like it was my big gift for Christmas.
That's crazy.
So I don't know the exact price, but I believe it was up. I think it was around 3 grand, something
Holy
like that.
crap! 3 grand for a computer.
Something like that.
Jeez.
I don't want to. I just want the people to know I'm not. I'm not about that whole flexing lifestyle. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
just
unlike me.
no. But you make content around it, so you
Okay,
can justify it.
thanks for the comforting words.
Yes.
Uh, well, so I also use Macs, obviously, and my
Right.
MacBook is the 13-inch from 2019, so it's quite new.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a MacBook Pro with Touch Bar. Obviously, I paid for Touch Bar because I'm like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it didn't cost nearly as much as yours. I think it was like 2,400.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what was your specs? Because I'm really interested in specs for computers.
Specs? I
Yeah.
don't know what you mean, mate.
Oh, the specifications, like say the RAM, the CPU, like those.
Oh, honestly, I have no idea. I was bought the laptop and it was given to me. I have no idea
Did you
about that
not
at
even
all.
check the box?
I didn't. Like, I have no idea. I can I I have no idea, mate.
Wow. Yeah. So I actually
You can
cheaped
see the
out.
difference for all the people listening. You can hear the difference, obviously, of who knows their stuff and who doesn't in this
Okay. Don't be so
context.
humble. You're like so much better at many other things than me, so it's justified.
Right, right. It's even. We have a balance.
Yeah. I actually cheaped out on my computers. I only have 8 gigs of RAM, and I think I'm starting to regret that.
Yeah, for me, I think I would have had a large one. I think my parents would have given me probably a large one just because of like I have a lot of capacity in video stuff. Like my last MacBook Pro, I actually like ran out of storage solely
You
off
ran out of
I,
storage.
pretty much. I was
Oh.
getting to the point where you know that message that pops up that it says your storage
Oh
is full
yeah,
on your
yeah.
disk?
You should
Yeah,
optimize your
so I
storage.
yeah. And so I was working on that for a while and then it was time where my parents said, "You know what? We're gonna gift him a new laptop." And so I think this one I have had no problems with storage, so
Wow. Yeah.
I'm all good in that front.
I I have an external SSD of 1 terabyte. So like since I cheaped out on my MacBook Pro, it's only 256 gigs of storage. So I
Right.
bought a external 1 terabyte storage SSD. So I basically just store most of my big files in there, and that helps me a lot. So like
Yeah.
if your computer ever runs out of storage again, or it runs close to getting out of storage, I recommend you getting the 1 terabyte SanDisk SSD. Get the Extreme
Yeah.
series. They're super fast and awesome.
Sweet.
Okay, now I'm just selling you products.
Yeah, you're just helping Apple at this point. They may as well hire me.
they, yeah, funny story actually. I've actually told this to my listeners a few episodes ago. But okay, so basically, I went to the Apple store dressed as an Apple
Yeah.
employee with a suit jacket over it, and there were this customer. I think she was like in her 40s, I believe. Now,
Okay.
so she just came and asked me to like she asked me what's the differences between these phones. And so I basically told her the differences. I didn't lie. Obviously, I don't lie. But
Right, yeah.
I did say why I would recommend personally for them to get the iPhone 10R over
Okay.
the phone that they were looking at. I said it's only this much, and also you can get the iPhone upgrade program, so you can get the newest phone every single year. But they said no, thanks. I don't need that high of a upgrade every single year. So in the end, they settled with the iPhone 10R. I think. I really can't
But you
remember
made
it
a
that well.
sale
Yeah, so I sold them the better iPhone.
and you weren't even an employee. Now, did you get stopped by any of the employees?
No, I think the employees thought I was like their manager or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Jeez, that is funny. So you have made a sale for Apple out of the pure kindness and love for their brand.
Or you could say it's because I was bored, but yes, yes, that of course.
Or that, yeah. We'll just say it was that.
My kindness for Apple. That's what it is.
Yes, that's a funny story.
Do you have any stories like with Apple that are similar or?
Honestly, I have never gone in and made a sale for Apple. Uh,
Yeah,
I can't, I
that's true
can't,
for most people.
I can't relate to that. Um, but no, generally, I've only been in the Apple store a few times. to pick up accessories for my laptop, like you know how the new MacBook Pros, they have the USB-C ports only and then one headphone port.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I find that really annoying. So I've just gotten I went in
So you bought the
to an Apple
dongles.
store. I just bought the extendable thing where you can plug in like a USB and that sort of stuff. But every time I go in there, it's honestly great service, and also the stores I really like generally just as the design of the stores. You go into most stores and it's really closed in and it's sort of depressing,
Mm-hmm.
but then you go in an Apple store and it's like usually windows at the front, it's bright inside, it's lively, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then like the wooden tables, the organic
Yep,
plants and everything. It's awesome.
yeah. It's part of the sale, honestly, if you think
Yeah.
about it.
Like the atmosphere it
You're
gives out, it makes you want to
exactly,
spend money.
exactly, and it's total strategy as well.
hmm And so you said that you found how they only had USB-C quite annoying. To
Yeah,
me, it's actually the opposite. I actually really enjoy that they have so many USB-C ports.
yeah.
Okay, like they
Why would that be though? If you could, if you would you add like a USB port instead if you could?
uh no, I will not. Okay,
You just like the
hear me out
multiple
though.
USB-Cs.
Uh
Okay, I will,
the
I will, I will.
these ports aren't actually USB-C ports. Like sure that they are USB-C, but like the ports themselves are Thunderbolt 3, which means that they can
Okay,
transfer 20 gigabytes of data per second. That's
right.
crazy. So so basically you can expand one Thunderbolt 3 port to like 8 USB A ports. So
Right.
like 4 for my MacBook Pro times 8. That's 32 USB ports. That's crazy.
When
So
you put it that way, I understand.
and also most of my accessories are using USB-C, like my audio interface, my external monitor, my SSDs, everything. They also use USB-C, which is compatible with
Right,
Thunderbolt 3. So to me, it's really versatile. But
right.
like I totally understand how like if you don't have that many uh, tech stuff, like an external
Yeah,
monitor,
yeah.
it wouldn't be that useful. But
I can see
also
where you're
like
coming from as well.
it allows your computer to be much thinner as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know. Like my old MacBook Pro is a lot like obviously this one's the 16-inch, it's a lot bigger than my old one, but it's also like easier to carry around because of it. Because of its like it's thin, it's not like a box like my old MacBook Pro.
Since you have two MacBooks, but not like wait, do you have a desktop Mac?
No.
You don't.
No, I don't have like a actual desktop Mac.
Well, yeah. Okay, I mean your 16-inch MacBook Pro can basically double as a desktop now,
Yeah.
since it has such a big
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. I mean, I don't honestly, me personally, I don't see a need for it because I have this, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like for me, I really need a desktop monitor as well as a desktop computer because s- just the extra screen real estate helps a lot with say content making like making songs because uh
Yep.
I make songs. You should definitely listen to it.
Spanish cheeses.
Spanish cheeses, listen to my songs. And like making videos and just pro applications. The extra screen real estate really helps.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
And for your YouTube videos, like you use your 16-inch to edit, and like I'm sure the
Edit
extra,
everything.
yeah, I'm sure the extra screen real estate will help boost your productivity as well, right?
Well, yeah, it's great. I think honestly, I don't feel there's a difference for iMovie, but I use Premiere Pro to edit my stuff. So
You
on
use
Premiere Pro,
Premiere
there's def
Pro.
I do. What do you use?
Wow. Uh, I use Final Cut Pro.
Okay. So
Yeah.
sort of the same concept, but like I feel like for the nicer editing softwares, you need more screen real estate.
Yeah, because like there's so many options, so you really need
Exactly.
like everything to be right there.
Yep.
And why did you go with Premiere Pro rather than something like Final Cut?
I've seen a lot of my favorite YouTubers using Premiere Pro, and was kind
Mm-hmm.
of like in the Adobe umbrella, and so I kind of just got introduced to it that way.
Yeah, so it's really intuitive and everything just works together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually use Final Cut Pro because of the same reasons, except it's that it works together with, say, GarageBand and other apps made by Apple, because Final Cut Pro is designed by Apple, so like it works intuitively with all of their other software.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That would definitely be handy for you.
Yeah. However, it does cost like $400, so like,
Yeah.
hmm,
Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro are both
yeah.
ridiculously expensive, but you get what you pay for sure.
Definitely. Like, there's so much features that you don't get with other cheaper alternatives.
Oh yeah, I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
Like iMovie, the jump from iMovie to Premiere Pro was insane, and I'm still just beginning to learn. So
Yeah, and to our viewers right now, like, we're not saying that iMovie is bad by any means, right?
no, iMovie, I'm a big fan of it just because if you're beginning out on something, it's like, I mean, you could still say I'm a beginner, but like I've been using iMovie since I was like grade 5, honestly, and I've just been like, and it got to the point where I kind of grew out of it. But if you're just beginning, like, don't go for Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. If you're just beginning to get the basis of the editing software, iMovie has all the basic steps that you find in every editing software. So like iMovie is like sort of the picture frame, and then Premiere Pro, when you're ready, is like the painting. You know what I mean?
That's a wonderful way to put it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could not have worded it better.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. That
No, I
okay?
know. I think it's
That
a
was
good tool to
amazing.
use though.
For most things, in my opinion, I think you can still use iMovie to do it. Like,
Yeah.
if any of our listeners think that they want to get started in content creation or making videos on YouTube, then definitely use iMovie. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. I mean, I still use iMovie to this day when I have like, when I don't have access to
Hmm.
this laptop, because sometimes I'm traveling and I don't have access to this laptop. Well, I grab my old MacBook Pro, or I grab one of my sister's laptops and I use iMovie. It's like you can do just as much, but like you can do just a little bit more on Premiere Pro sort of thing.
Definitely.
So it's a great alternative to have. Like I still use iMovie.
Wait, I actually have a different app that I edit with as well.
Which is that?
It's called VN. It's the letter V and the letter N, but it's only available
Okay.
on iPads. So sometimes I even edit on my iPad.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it like found in the App Store, all that stuff, or is it downloaded off the internet?
you can download it on the App Store just fine.
Okay.
It basically has the same amount of features, or even a bit more than iMovie, and it runs super smooth on the iPads, especially on my iPad Pro, which has the A12Z Bionic processor. It's super smooth, and when I'm not around on my computers, I can just use my iPad and edit like 4K videos at 60 FPS perfectly fine.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And speaking of
That's awesome.
iPads, do you have an iPad?
No, I used to when I was younger, uh, but I don't now. My youngest sister has an iPad, but
Okay.
that's about it.
Yeah. Okay.
And my mom has the iPad. You know the new one with the keyboard.
The new one with the keyboard.
You know
Most
what
of
I'm
them have
talking about?
keyboards. Okay. Does it have the home button?
No, I'm talking about. It may not be an iPad. It's the. I'm searching up right now.
Wait. Okay. Is it
Apple
by
Magic
Apple?
Keyboard for iPad Pro.
Yes, iPad. Yeah, that's exactly what I have. Okay.
Okay, that's what I was talking about.
That's
See, I don't have the
awesome.
technical
Yes.
terms. You just have to sort of wait while I figure it out.
Okay. Well, that's not a problem. How many cameras does it have?
I believe it has just one,
Okay, so it's a 2018 model. Well, that's still perfectly fine.
most
It
likely.
has
Yeah.
the 2018 model has the A12X Bionic processor.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically the same as the A12Z Bionic, except it has one less GPU core. So the GPU it's a tiny bit worse than the 2020 model, but other than that, it's basically the same. It's still a perfectly functional. Okay, actually, to be honest, it's overkill still.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really. That's what I mean with like going back to like my phone. I can't see a reason to replace it because it's still a great device. You know what I mean?
Yeah, And so your phone it's the iPhone 10, so it has the A11 Bionic processor.
Yeah.
The A11 when it came out was basically groundbreaking. It was super quick. Like now it's still comparable to like the iPhone 11 Pro or just the newer Android phones because
Yeah.
Androids, they're so slow, horrible.
Yeah. I know. I agree.
Also, so basically, if you just give me any Apple product, I can list the chipsets inside them, and it's like a cool party trick.
Okay, you want me to do that?
Sure, yeah,
All right, any Apple product.
yeah, any Apple product, even the Apple TV.
Okay. All right, let's go with Apple TV then.
Apple TV, which model from which year? Let's just say
Let's just pick a random year. Let's go 2017.
2017. That's the A10 Bionic. Sorry, the A10, just A10, no Bionic.
Okay.
Okay. Also,
You know your stuff?
yeah, I even know like the HomePods too.
Do you actually? Okay, what
Yeah.
about does an Apple Watch count?
Yes, the Apple Watch counts.
Okay. Let's go with this year's Apple Watch.
This year's Apple Watch, it has the W3 processor.
My goodness.
I'm sorry.
What about the
AirPods.
Okay, let's go with the HomePod.
HomePod. The HomePod has the A8 right now.
Okay, what about AirPod Gen 1?
AirPod Gen 1
Gen.
it has the W1 chip. The Gen 2 has the H1, and the AirPod Pro also had the H1 with the gyroscopes.
Man, can you go all the way back to iPhone like 4, for example?
iPhone 4 that has the A4.
Oh my God. Okay, have you just you've studied this, haven't you?
I actually haven't studied this at all. I just know it like off of
It's insane.
memory because I talk about it often.
Now I'm honestly surprised you want to be a doctor when you know this much about that tech stuff.
Exactly. That's like my parents. Like, wait, so you're saying that you don't want to work at Apple when you grow up? You want to be a doctor?
Yeah, like judging off this now, you could take over the company. You know what I mean?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, you'd be a billionaire.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Tim Cook and Greg. Like,
Yeah.
I think they make amazing products, and I just like the way they think.
Yeah, obviously you were probably a giant Steve Jobs fan?
Yeah. Okay. Like I want to rock his glasses, but I can't. Like that's what I'm sad about.
Let me see. I'm searching it up.
Yeah,
Steve
he has
Jobs
round circle glasses.
Oh yeah.
I want to rock that so much.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Apple came out with have you
Yes, the Apple
about
AR
the
glasses.
Apple glasses?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm glad you know about that.
Yeah, I've heard about those. See, I'm not too bad, man.
Yeah. Okay. Most of my friends they're like, what? Apple what?
Yeah. And do you know anything about them? Like, could you tell me some features or something, or do you know?
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have any inside leaks about them, but
Okay.
I have heard from rumors from Jern on the YouTube channel Front Page Tech. He makes great videos. So he says he has a really reliable track record. So I basically believe everything he says, and he's never wrong.
Right.
He said that the Apple Air glasses will not have any cameras on it. However, it will have the LiDAR sensor.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it's AR and not VR.
Oh.
So it's augmented reality. You can basically put like software bound things into your peripheral vision. And apparently, according to Jern from Front Page Tech, it's going to be costing $499.
Oh man.
That's super cheap for AR glasses. Like
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, no, I agree. Cheaper than the laptops. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, like when like the leaks first came out, everyone thought it would be over $2,000, and like people were saying you will be lucky if it's like $1,999.
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah, and like but before I was like, even if it's that cool, if it's $2,000, I don't think I will be able to just afford it right when it comes out. But like now, I think I might be able to just get it the first day it comes. Like the iPad, like the iPad, the iPhone 11 Pro, or the AirPod Pros.
That would be amazing. It would be cool if they did have a camera on it though, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. I wonder if you'll be able to like, like see the time in like the top left corner, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that sort of stuff.
I I think that
Set
will be a thing.
reminders pops up in your glasses and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And also apparently they won't like it won't have any buttons like AirPods. However, you
Yeah,
can use hand gestures in the air, and that's how you control it. And like to me, that's crazy.
that's really cool. I'm excited for those.
Yeah, me too. And so that is a wearable, and like like wearables right now. Do you have the Apple Watch, which is also a wearable?
No, I honestly don't. And I was actually
Oh
looking at
man.
some if in case I wanted them, but I'll probably get an Apple Watch down the road, but not right now.
Yeah. Well, the Apple Watch Series 6 when it comes out should be uh quite well designed and everything because for the Apple Watch Series 4, which is the one I have, Apple made this drastic new change, and with Series 5 they perfected it even more and made it more functional, and with the Series 6 I am sure they're going to do the same and just makes it like it's going to become much better in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to get one of those down the road. I feel like they're just handy.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like a
with you all the time.
yeah. It's just on your wrist. It's just like always there. You know, and like it's just handy in general.
Yeah, yeah. And also, so like the friend that I want to gift the Pitaka case to also has an Apple Watch. It's also the Series 4.
Right.
So like I was thinking if I should get them like say the Apple Melanies loop for their watches as well. But like in the end, I think they are going to appreciate like say a bulletproof phone case more than like a fashion piece, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure. No, I think I would go with the case for that one for sure.
Yeah.
The case when we were talking about them sounded really cool.
Not saying that the Apple Watch bands aren't like worth it, but like in my opinion, for the same price, you could get a better phone case than a better watch band.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the prices of the bands, and sometimes depending on which one you're getting, they're
Yeah,
just
I have
ridiculous.
7 watch bands.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I just said that like way too calmly.
Okay, how how much
I
would that
mean,
be total?
so
Would it be over a
I mean, I need
thousand?
to calculate. So roughly,
Roughly,
okay,
your
maybe after
estimate, maybe.
tax, it's going to be $1,000.
Holy,
Yeah, just watch
just bands
bands.
alone.
Okay, so sorry if I'm like flexing
That's insane.
too much.
No, no, no. I don't. I
Uh,
asked you the question. It's not. It's
well,
no. I take no.
good.
No offense or anything like
Thank
that
you.
at all.
But yeah, so like the watch band I'm wearing right now is the sports loop, and it's frankly one of my favorite ones. So this one it has
Okay.
infinitely adjustable Velcro straps. So if you can hear this,
Yeah, yeah. I'm also looking at a picture
yeah.
of them right now.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you're very productive.
Yeah, I had my laptop in front of me. I figured I would need it just to look up pictures and understand things more.
But I also have the Hermes leather watch band, and that's my most expensive watch band.
Is it the sort of leather one?
Yeah, the leather one.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like
That is nice. It's more of a professional look, I think.
yeah, yeah, and I think it goes really well with with my suits, so that's why I got it.
Yeah, so would you would change watch bands with your outfits, right?
Yeah, so like
That's awesome.
yeah, I just match. So like right now, I'm wearing just really casual dress shirts and like jeans. So I put on this loop. But say I'm going out, or maybe it's like a dance, then I'll probably put on the leather one, or maybe put on a uh a metal watch band. So it's
Yeah.
more classy.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
I
thank
can
you.
kind of relate because me with my shoes, you're kind of an Apple guy. I'm more of a sneakerhead in that sort of
Yeah.
way.
Well, how many pairs of shoes do you have?
Pairs of shoes, I'm a collector, so
Oh my goodness.
whether it's with my own money or gifts, uh, I have large capacity, I would say, let me count them up. I have about some of them for working out as well.
Okay.
Shoes for inside, outside,
How many
and
would you
then
say you have? Like, but just approximately.
approximately like just pairs of shoes in general.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll count them up. I have two pairs of running shoes. I got my pair of soccer cleats. I got my
My goodness.
if you count those. I've got my
Sure.
uh, uh probably approximately 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
Yeah, I'm a
Holy
collector.
crap. What?
I'm a collector.
That's more than I have dress shoes.
But also, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I also spend a lot of time looking into it. It's kind of honestly, I'm uh I'm glad we're talking about Apple products because the shoes kind of relate to it. It's kind of like my for you to relate to you. It's kind of like my
Yeah, it's
collection of
like
Apple products.
your yeah, it's like your collection.
Exactly.
That's amazing. You have that many pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it's I enjoy them just as much as you would enjoy your Apple products, right? It's like, but I can always see where you're coming from with like pricing and stuff also is because people
Mm-hmm.
would look at you and think, why would you spend that much on something? But it's like you're part of your collection, right? So it actually
Yeah,
matters. It's the same with me and shoes.
exactly.
You know, why would you spend that much on shoes? Well, it's more than just a shoe, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so basically I talk about Apple every single day. And
Yeah.
like I'm glad that I could talk about something that you're interested as well, not just like what I'm interested in. So
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. We benefited off of each other's information. I
Yeah,
learned more
awesome.
about Apple.
I learned more about shoes.
There you go.
uh, and finally, just like before I end this podcast, because we are nearing the 1 hour point. Uh,
Yeah, for sure.
so in my opinion, the company Tesla is really similar to Apple in terms of how they do things. And so, like, what's your views on Tesla?
I love Tesla, man. I think it's like
Yes.
putting a you see like the little the tiny little two-seater electric cars. Yeah, well, it's kind of putting like nobody looks at those and says, "I want that." Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would say all used to say like, "Oh, my dream car is a Ferrari or my dream car is a Lamborghini." Well, now people are looking at dream cars and saying oh, it's a Tesla. Well, it's also eco-friendly. Like that's my favorite thing about it is the eco-friendly.
Exactly. It's really good for the environment.
And it's also like it's not crappy material either. It's like it's not those two-seater electric cars. It's actually a good car and they've put effort into making
Exactly.
them.
Yeah. For me, my dream car isn't a sports car. It's a
Yeah,
freaking truck.
the Cybertruck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love that people are actually looking at electric cars and finally saying, "I want that." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Before everyone's like, okay, no, electric cars are a joke. They can go like 50 miles and that's it. But and sure, before they had a valid point, but now not anymore. Tesla broke like the stereotype of electric cars. And in my
Absolutely.
opinion, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, I know, and I've watched some obviously multiple YouTubers have them. You can list off like you probably make a giant list of YouTubers that are, influence them. You know Casey Neistat?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I watch him and just the yeah, just the like Tesla's really put effort into I don't know, making them able to do everything that a normal car can. So putting like electric gas stations or whatever you call them, charging stations.
Superchargers.
Yeah.
So Tesla made them like beyond what you expect from just even normal cars. Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
say the Tesla Roadster. Tesla said the cheapest model of the Tesla Roadster can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in under 1.9 seconds.
I
That's
know
faster.
you can get affordable cars that are just like eco-friendly and almost a sports car.
Especially the Roadster, that's faster than any other car in the world.
Yeah, it's like they broke the boundary in selling cars, and there's really no reason why you shouldn't buy a Tesla. It can go long distance, it can go speed, and it's affordable,
Mm-hmm.
and it can seat passengers.
Exactly. Like the Roadster sits 4. Okay? What
Yeah,
other sports car do you see that can have 4
it
seats?
it's like the best of all worlds. It's like the best of a sports car is to get stuff from an SUV and you get long distance. It's like the best of all worlds. Like there's no reason not to buy a Tesla.
Exactly. Do you think in the future, like, will you be getting a Tesla?
I honestly, I definitely would. Definitely. I have to say, I know I was just talking about now, most of people's dream cars are a Tesla. I'm still set on my dream car of like, a red Ferrari and all that. But like I feel like a more realistic option, definitely a Tesla. I would 100% not even hesitate to get one.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Honestly, though, like a red Ferrari for you will be like pretty easy since like you're an awesome person, and I'm sure you'll succeed in
Thank you,
whatever
man.
job career you want
I
later in life.
appreciate it.
Yeah, and
Of course, if CalHeims takes off, then I'll be getting that big check.
exactly, just your monthly paychecks from YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, yeah, so like
You're a great guy as well, mate. Thanks for having me on the podcast, though. I not
thank
not to end
you.
it or anything. I was just saying because you had
Hmm.
given me
Uh,
that compliment.
okay, like how much time do you think you have left? Because
Oh, I'm
we
good.
have
Like
reached.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah. Let me just hold on. Let me just check. I probably have. I mean, yeah, I probably have 5-10 minutes. I think I'm going out for dinner, but I have like, if you want to ask more questions, I wasn't ending the podcast there when I said
Okay,
that. By the way,
okay.
I wasn't trying to end it or anything.
Okay, but like it's totally fine if you have to go though. It's
No, no, I
totally
don't.
fine.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No
Okay,
worries.
okay. If you have to choose a Tesla, which one would it be?
Oh, I don't. The Cybertruck is cool. I will agree with you on that
Yes.
one. But I like the one. I don't know if you watch David Dobrik. You know the one David Dobrik has?
No. I'm sorry,
Okay,
I
one
don't.
sec. It's a white Tesla four-seater,
A
and
Tesla
it's
four
like
seater.
I believe it's the Model X.
The model. Oh, okay. It's like a family car.
Room for seven. Room for seven.
Oh my. Yes, that's the Model X with the Falcon wing
Yeah.
doors.
Yep. That
Yes.
one. It's the dream car.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's awesome.
It's the dream Tesla, I guess you could say. It's my favorite Tesla.
Yeah. To me, like I like the Cybertruck so much because basically you can't not notice the car.
I know. It looks honestly, a lot of people were flaming it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
But
understand them.
I looked at it and I honestly, it's actually really nice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, is it that expensive? I don't know what the price is, but I didn't
It's
think it was
actually
that.
it's really affordable. It starts at $40,000 USD.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Yeah,
Oh my
especially
gosh, I'm just
for
like,
a freaking truck. That's bulletproof, by the way.
and doesn't it seat 5 people? I think
It seats 6.
6. Okay,
3 in the front, 3 in the back, and then there's all that
3 in the
trunk space.
front.
Yeah, exactly. 3 in the front because it doesn't have the it doesn't need the space for the stock and the center console because it's an electric truck.
Now, okay, I heard something during the school year. Have you pre-ordered this car?
Oh, so you've heard? Yes, I did.
You pre-ordered the car, mate. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay. Aside from like the Teslas, because I know we're huge fans of Teslas, but
Yeah.
like to close off this episode, now what do you think you'll be getting as the next Apple product?
Next Apple product I'll be getting. It's a very good question. I have to admit, I think you might have made your next sale because you have just. I think I will be checking out a AirPod Pros.
Yes, AirPod Pros, and also don't forget your screen protectors.
Oh yes, the screen protector, of course. Screen
uh,
protector and AirPod Pros most likely.
I think now I feel bad because I just sold you like.
No, but like no, you've convinced me though. I'm definitely gonna check them out.
Well,
You
that's
shouldn't feel
awesome.
bad because it's worth the product, worth the price.
Thanks.
Thank you. Well, you've also not only have you made a sale, you've also saved my phone. You've saved my screen. So
Yes, let's think I did that.
yeah, so I thank you for that.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. So the time here is a little tight, so I think I'm gonna end this episode here. I would love to have you on this podcast again, maybe some other time.
I would love to be here again.
Thank you.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
yeah, thank you so much for being here, Calum.
No problem at all.
It's been a great conversation with you.
Yeah, you as well. I really enjoyed it.
And to the audience, remember that you can find Calum on YouTube by searching CalHeims. That's spelled CalHeims. Again, CalHeims on YouTube. He makes amazing content. You should definitely check him out.
Thank you very much.
Now, that's it. Thank you for listening this entire time. And don't forget to drink water. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.